Hey, my name's Jon Foster, and today we're going to be learning about drum fills. Okay, so what does a drum fill consist of? A drum fill consists of rudiments, orchestrating those rudiments around the drum kit. It can be structured in 1 bar, 2 bars, 2 beats, 1 beat, as much or as little space as necessary. What we're going to focus on today is how to expand on the basic drum fills that you already know how to play. We'll take a simple rock groove, play a basic fill, and I'll show you 5 different ways that you can expand on that drum fill and increase your drum fill vocabulary. By the end of this lesson, you're going to learn 3 new epic fills. But first, let's break down a basic rock fill. I'm sure you all know how to play that one already, but let's break it down into its parts. That's a simple 4-note fill comprising of right, left, moving around the drums. Snare, tom, floor tom, floor tom. Simple and straightforward. Here are a few ways that you can expand on it. Number 1, building towards the fill using dynamics. For example, you could add some extra ghost notes or start opening the hi-hats as you're building towards that fill, and then that way you've set the fill up. Here are 2 examples of how you can do that. Number 2, let's add on to the beginning of the drum fill. This is similar to the concept of building dynamics, only now we're adding elements to the drum fill to expand it, rather than just building the groove. Number 3, add some flavor to it. Add your own spice, your own character, because you can take a basic fill and you can make it your own. Whether that's playing a flam or a drag or maybe some double strokes leading into it, you can make it your own fill simply by playing it your own way. Let's keep the fill as close as we can to the original. We'll just add a little bit of flavor. We'll add a flam, some drags, or some doubles. Number 4, displace it. So we're going to take the same fill, but we're going to start it either on a sooner beat or a later beat. And what that means is we might have to adjust our groove, or we might have to add a little bit to the fill, either at the beginning or the end, but the bulk of the fill, the real character of the fill, is going to stay the same. Number 5, re-orchestrating the fill around the kit. All we're doing is we're taking the fill that we already know how to play, and we're moving the sticking to new drums, new combinations of drums. Maybe we're playing hi-hat and kick at the same time instead of just hi-hat by itself, playing a crash, playing a ride. We're just taking what the fill is and redistributing it. Because we're moving it around the kit, you might find that you have to adjust your sticking. So instead of a double stroke, you might have to play 2 single strokes in that same space. Let's take a look at a couple different variations. Re-orchestrating a fill might seem like the most basic way to do it, but this is one of the most useful tools that you can do when you're expanding your drum fills. For example, here's a slightly more complex fill. Now let's keep the same rhythm, but let's re-orchestrate it around the drums. All I changed was which drums I was playing, but I kept the fill the same. Let's take another go-to fill and apply some of these concepts. I know you all know how to play that fill, but let's add some flavor to it. Let's add to the beginning of that fill. Now let's take that fill and let's displace it. Let's start it on a different beat. Let's try moving it around the kit. Awesome. Now you've got some simple tools that you can apply to your drum fill knowledge to expand your vocabulary. As promised, I'm going to teach you 3 epic fills that I made using these simple techniques. Let's check it out. Fill number 2. And fill number 3.